I'm gonna go to a nearby cafe. I have a free pastry reward, so I'm gonna go use that and have a little bite to eat while I edit. Also, I'm wearing my cute little Twice hoodie. I do have to do a little bit of work for my job later, but I think this will be a good break from that. I also want to work on music today. There's just an endless list of things that I want to do on any given day in terms of how much I actually get done. We'll see.
I am always trying to run more. I think it's a great way to get outdoors, and I've been trying to increase my stamina both for performances and for recording music. That also means I've been experiencing some knee pain, so here I am doing a workout from TikTok for strengthening my knees. It's a full body workout, it has some upper body exercises too, and these weights seem light, but when put into like a single leg exercise, they're actually pretty challenging. So if you're running, please stay safe.
Welcome to Clavi's Corner, where I give you big sister advice that you needed to hear. Today we are drinking chamomile tea and discussing how to overcome the fear of sharing your music or any other kind of art that you're working on. Now, if your art is something that you purely do for your own enjoyment, you don't need this video. However, if there is a part of you that wants to share and, dare I say, promote your work with the world, let's bring out that little guy together, shall we? As an indie artist myself, I have a lot of artist friends who have a variety of feelings and opinions when it comes to posting your work on the internet. Some people think it's beneath them. My work speaks for itself. Why should I bother promoting it? For others, they're scared of the reception it'll get. What if I post and no one likes it? And for yet others, they think it's too much work. It already takes so long to make the damn art, now I have to make content too? First off, I hear you. I have personally felt and probably said all of these things, but we have to be honest with each other. What are these things if not justifications to do nothing? You can come up with any number of reasons for why you shouldn't promote your work. Behind them all, there's some deeply rooted fear. Your fear of failure, of judgment, your perfectionism that creates a fear of disappointment, the comparisons you do to make yourself feel hopeless. Why bother even trying if I can't be consistent, if my content makes me cringe, or I can't even go viral? That's what I want to help you get over in this video. The fear, the emotional, mental barrier that no one else is putting on you but yourself. The exercise that I would like us to do in this video is to draw our monsters. Look at my Bart pen. Look at my cool ass Bart pen, y'all, okay? It has a Bart map. A very convenient, but maybe outdated, Bart map on this pen. What comes to mind when you imagine posting a video to promote your song? What faces do you see or voices do you hear? Is it that one kid from 2nd grade who said that you have a terrible voice? Coworkers who think creative work isn't a real job or waste of time? Maybe your parents who would be disappointed if you didn't choose the most stable path. I want you to write down these worst case scenarios and take the stories to the end. Here's an example. I post my video. My high school classmates discover it, embarrass me to no end. They're making fun of me online and off. It's so embarrassing that I lose all my friends. I can't even go to the grocery store anymore, and my family turns on me. I become depressed. I quit my job. I eventually become this social pariah that's been cast out onto the streets, never to find human connection again. Okay, how much of that is realistic? Maybe your high school classmates will find your videos and hate on you. But remember that any hater online or off is probably hating because they're not happy with their own life. That's why they feel a need to pull others down. And so what if you listen to them and never post again? Would you be happy? What if instead you kept going and one individual by another grew an audience who appreciates you and your work? What if the effort helped improve your content and even your relationship with it to turn the process from cringy to enjoyable for both you and your audience? And what if all of that experience allowed you to create this breakout song or piece of content that opened opportunities to make a living from your music? It's funny how your brain makes this outcome of you becoming homeless seemingly more realistic than this arguably less improbable outcome of you succeeding in art. In one scenario, you are passive, you let things happen to you, and in the other, you keep trying. You know that if you keep trying, there's no way you're going to end up homeless. That is not the outcome that you're going to get if you continue to try. It may not be on the moon with Taylor Swift and BTS, but it will surely be among the stars. That fear of failure stops you from taking action a lot more than the possibility of success encourages you to take action. It's ironic too, because the only way to guarantee failure is to do nothing. And yet our brains make us so afraid of trying because it's so much more predictable to do nothing than to face the uncertainty of trying something new and trying to realize your dreams. We may not all become Taylor Swift or BTS, but that wasn't the goal in the first place. It's through the process of trying that we find joy and meaning in the journey. We fail, but by getting up again, we build trust with ourselves. We have experiences and relationships that we would never have imagined, and also find and discover new reasons to love and appreciate ourselves. It's pretty amazing to cultivate this personal superpower of resilience, drawing your monsters out fully, pulling them out from under the bed, and looking at them in broad daylight shows you, oh, they're imaginary. And you may have real concerns. I don't mean to say that you should be reckless. I'm saying they don't exist to support your dreams. A lot of them are imagined fears that make you feel safe by making you do nothing. That's where I'll pause on today's video. What do your monsters look like? Let me know in the comments. I hope I was able to give you even a little bit of encouragement, and let me know if you'd like to see more content like this. I want to do another Clavi's Corner. So comment what you're interested in. Thanks so much for watching, and new song coming soon.